Once upon a time, in a grand and magnificent kingdom, there lived a loving princess named Nancy. The kingdom was full of joy. The king and queen loved spending time with their daughter, Nancy. The palace was always filled with laughter, games, and happiness. But one day, everything changed. The king fell under the influence of a dark spell. He was no longer cheerful and kind. He was constantly shouting, breaking things, and looking around with anger. Nancy couldn't understand what had happened. Her father had suddenly changed, and it made her very sad. Every night, she clung to her pillow and cried, thinking, maybe it's my fault. Oh, maybe if I were better behaved, my father would smile at me again. As time passed, Nancy realized that no matter what she did, nothing seemed to change her father. She felt lost and didn't know what to do. One night, as she fell asleep in tears, she had a dream. In her dream, she met a wise teacher. The teacher's eyes sparkled like stars, and their voice was soft and full of love. My dear Nancy, I can see that your heart is broken. Can you tell me what is making you so sad? Nancy tearfully, my father is not the same anymore. He is always shouting, breaking things. I want to help him, but no matter what I do, nothing changes. Wise teacher said, my dear Nancy, sometimes we want to save our loved ones, but we cannot complete their journey for them. Your father has locked himself in a prison of his own making. Only he can find the keys to escape, not you. Nancy was surprised, but I want to help. Maybe if I behave better, if I try to make him happy, he will change. Happiness does not come from changing others. No matter how hard you try, your father can only change when he heals his own heart. His problems are not your responsibility, said the wise teacher. Nancy was sad. But why do I feel this way? It feels like everything is my fault. Wise teacher said, 'Cause you are a child, and sometimes children take on the sadness of their parents. But you must know that a child's job is not to heal their parents, but to protect their own heart. Nancy drifted into deep thoughts. So, instead of waiting for my father to change, should I focus on healing myself? Yes, Nancy, said the wise teacher. When your heart is broken, you must first heal it. Be your own friend. Love starts from within. Instead of blaming yourself, choose to understand yourself. Nancy took a deep breath. Then, I will stop trying to solve my father's problems and focus on healing my own heart. That is true courage, said the wise teacher, and added, remember, love is always the strongest key. But some doors can only be opened when the owner is ready. Just keep shining your own light, Nancy. When Nancy woke up, she felt stronger. From that day on, she stopped trying to fix her father's sadness. Instead, she decided to build her own happiness. She started painting, listening to music, and treating herself with kindness. Over time, the love inside her grew and gave her strength. She didn't know if her father would heal, but she knew this. Her happiness belonged to her alone, and that was Nancy's most precious discovery.